It's October 7th, 2020. Welcome back to Small Town Sports Central Kansas. Here in Canton that was on Saturday. We'll go to tennis and then wrap
Tuesday,
up
September
football.
29th, the Canton Galva Eagles hosted Wheat State League Triangular featuring the Rural Vista Lady Heat and the Gossel Bluebirds. Gossel came away with a 2-0 record on the evening, including staving off game point in the second game against Rural Vista 4 straight times in order to take the set. Rural Vista came away 1-1 from the night, and Canton Galva dropped to 0-2 on the evening. Current standings in the Wheat State League: the state-ranked Harrington Lady Rails lead the way at 17-1, followed by Gospel at 14-11. The Center Cougars are 8-4, Rural Vista 13-7, Little River 9-14, Solomon 12-15, Elyria 11-14, Wakefield 5-14, Canton Galva 8-16, and Peabody Burns 3-15 for the year. Harrington is, though, undefeated in the league going into our league tournament. Other news coming out of the state this week was the assignment of substates. In 3A, Haven and Halstead will be headed to Cheney, and Smoky Valley will host the majority of the local teams, with Southeast Saline, Heston, Smoky Valley Lions, Minneapolis being among those in Class 3A headed there for postseason. In 2A, most of the teams in the area are headed to Inman with a all-local matchup featuring Berean Academy, Hillsboro, Hutch Trinity, Inman, Moundridge, Sedgwick, Sterling, and Remington. And then in Harrington, you'll have the aforementioned ranked Lady Rails and Marion and Sacred Heart from our area. 1A1 features 2 Wheat State League schools and some schools from the heart of the plains at Little River: Canton Galva, Gossel, and Little River from representing the Wheat State League, and Fairfield, Norwich, Skyline, and Pretty Prairie out of the heart of the plains. 1A2 teams in the area all head to Burton with the aforementioned Chargers, the Central Christian Cougars, Center, Elyria Christian, Peabody, and Wichita Central Christian all congregating in Burton. Sub-state is coming up in about 2 weeks, followed by state, I believe, the weekend of Halloween. Good luck to all of you in those endeavors.
This week in Small Town Sports Tennis Roundup, the end of the season is here with the regional tournaments this weekend. This week, league tournaments completed the regular season, and at the Central Plains League Tournament at Wichita State, in number 2 doubles, Sterling's Kate Rowland, seen here with her partner Carissa Wilson, took first place with a victory over Todorov and Bray, 6-2, 6-1 of Trinity Academy. In number 1 doubles, Sterling's Aubrey Anderson and Riley Richter defeated Sophia Majors and Darcy Dunn of Trinity Academy 4-6, 6-2, and 10-7 in the tiebreaker. Hutch Trinity's Haley Hughes was 4th in 1 singles, while Sterling's Sunny Carter was 4th in number 2 singles. At the Central Kansas League meet at Smoky Valley last Saturday, Heston's Gracie Dawes defeated Aaron Jackson of Pratt 7-5, 6-4 to take first in number 1 singles. Carrie Adam of Smoky Valley defeated Ella McNutt of Larned 6-4, 7-6 in 2 singles. Smoky Valley's 1 doubles team of Carrick Elliott and Lena Rockholtz took first over Michaela Martin and Cassandra Albin of Heston 6-1, 6-3. Smoky Valley would make a clean sweep of the doubles with the 2s Riley Allstet and Campbell Gaskell defeating Callie Plenert and Callie Bernhardt of Hillsboro 6-3, 6-1. It's on to regionals this weekend. That's what we'll have for you next week. That's all for this week in Small Town Sports Central Kansas Tennis Roundup.
The top 5 matchup between the number 1 ranked Canton Galva Eagles and the Little River Redskins took place on Friday night. First snap of the game, Garrett Maltby takes the snap, 65 yards, round the near sideline, to the house. Eagles lead 6-0 after about 12 seconds. They would add on the 2-point conversion. Redskins would answer, though, With a short drive of their own, Jaden Garrison doing most of the work here on a long run. He would then take the handoff around the left end and score again. Braden Collins catches the pass. Eagles then lead with the second touchdown. They would also get the 2-point conversion. The theme of the night, Little River would answer, but failed to get the 2-point conversion. And at the half, the Eagles would lead by a score of 24-18 after getting all 3 2-point conversions. Graham Stevens would break for another long touchdown run, which would finish out Little River scoring for the half. Second half, though, Braden Collins added another rushing touchdown. And the Eagle defense was gashed once again on this long play, but that was about it for the night, with Garrison scoring again. Then, Maltby to Struber, familiar refrain around these parts. Another touchdown. Garrett Maltby comes up with a juggling interception. The Eagle defense is swarming. Brandon Huff with a one-handed catch. The Eagles would score through Braden Collins 2 or 3 plays later. The Eagle defense really steps up, allowing not many points or yards through the third quarter, outscoring the Redskins 24-6. Another touchdown. And Little River gets behind them one more time. JB gets in, adds a final touchdown. The final score, Canton Galba 56, Little River 38.
Hello, this is Paul Clements with Haven High School, and I've got football for you guys this week here. To start, we have the Remington game here. Braden Scribner was the QB, and he was 3 for 3 with 3 touchdowns through the air, and he led off with a blocked punt.
Here's Allen driving forward. He'll bust it, and he'll go. Be a 50-yard touchdown if there's no flags. More fun to watch these big linemen get down, and
rocket sweep.
And there's a sweep, and Cody Royer with the touchdown. Cody Royer Sr., not Cody Royer Jr., but senior Cody Royer with a 4-yard touchdown.
Really nice blocking. You can see all the way across to the edge. Nice finish by Joey Hartman on
3rd and 3, and the quarterback keeps it. And he's fast.
Man, he's fast. Wow.
Clark.
He's just, he's going to take it.
And he gets a 15-yard. I thought maybe they're going to penalize him.
Haven High School had 3 games at home in a row, with Larned, Marion the next week, and Hillsborough for homecoming. We'll start off with the Marion game here, as the students in the school gave a tribute to Tisha Yoder. Haven then went right out of the gate, looking strong here on the ground game and on the passing game, as you can see with this first play here. And then the first touchdown between Darby Roper and Skylar Shingleton through this beautiful pass that gave Haven the early 6-0 lead. Marion later came back in the second quarter with a beautiful pass play of their own, tying the game up 6-6 with 10:54 in the second. But Haven wasn't quite done yet. Darby Roper showed that he could be able to run, not just pass, as shown here with his 2nd and 10 run that took Haven all the way down to the 25-yard line. Later in that same drive, Darby scored another throwing touchdown, this time to Riley Loop, giving Haven a 12-6 lead. Later, he scored the 2-point conversion, and Haven was leading 14-6. It wasn't just all offense, though, for Haven. Haven also showed up with their defense, here with an example of one of their sacks on the night. Before halftime, though, Haven would go and find the end zone once again with another beautiful pass between Darby Roper to Skylar Shingleton. That would give Haven a 22-6 lead going into halftime. Right after halftime, though, Haven still showed that they can run the ball strong with this touchdown run up the middle. Defense was still energetic in the second half here with another sack. But the offense was still showing strong here. 4th and goal, Darby Roper with another beautiful pass that scored a touchdown. Haven was in the lead 38-6. And in the dying moments of the third quarter, the defense stepped up and got 6 points of their own on a scoop and score by Darby Roper. Haven wins 46-6. The very next week was homecoming week, and the Wildcats crowned their homecoming royalty with Benaiah Yoder and Carly Arnold both being king and queen respectively. Benaiah Yoder would then later take on the duties of commentator. But those were one of the few highlights for Haven High School this week. The first quarter of the game was a defensive battle between the two teams, but Hillsboro would take the first half lead right here. At half, it was 6-0 Hillsboro. Second half, though, was a different story for both teams as Hillsboro would score, giving them a 12-0 lead, and then they would score again, all before Haven would have a chance to get up on the board. But Haven did get their name up on the scoreboard this time with a run up the middle, and they found themselves in a 19-6 hole. But Hillsboro proved to be too strong on the night and scored on this beautiful play here, giving them the victory and souring Haven's homecoming night. The Wildcats are currently 3-2 on the season. This week they'll go to Lyons to play against the Lions, and then they'll come back home to face off against the Hutch Trinity Knights.
I have 3 thank yous this week to end the show. Number 1, to the good people at HCI who have helped us out with some new equipment here in the studio. Number 2, to all of you that keep using the hashtag SmallTownSports on Twitter so we can find highlights. And number 3, to all of you wonderful viewers every week. Continue to use the hashtag. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week.